How's it hanging? Hope you're all having a wonderful day, and we're back with some Outer Worlds 2.
Alright, that new game smells wearing off. Let's just get down to business.
And we've just entered Fairfield, I think the place is called. Actually, we need to also somehow make it to the roof of that place in here to get in to get the stuff.
Calculation. 25% of 70.
Okie dokie. We don't need to see the completed ones. Ammunition can be purchased at a vendor machine. For using Now's unique skill in the field. Destroy all hover drones. And we
Awaiting orders. How may this unit assist you, Commander?
see if we've got anything. Tell me about yourself, Val.
Presenting the Valerie unit. The latest and greatest in a line of Earth Directorate support automechanicals. All you could want in a squad mate at half the cost. The Valerie unit is the exclusive property of the Earth Directorate and is not intended for civilian or commercial use. Resale of this unit is strictly prohibited.
What's your view on our mission?
Searching mission parameters. One moment. Searching. Error. Unable to find current mission parameters. Defaulting to last known objectives. Goal. Infiltrate Horizon Point Station and retrieve data pertaining to skip drives and rifts.
You'll have to pardon Val, Commander. She gets confused sometimes. Logic unit can't always keep up. I keep tinkering with her assembly, but no dice.
You can reconfigure her retention filters, yeah.
I already tried that. Oh, I'm impressed by the suggestion. You know your stuff, Commander.
Do you have any other queries, Commander?
How much weight? Yeah.
Attempting to ride this unit in order to replicate the experience of flight is strongly discouraged.
Yeah, bearing capacity.
This unit can support up to 100 pounds of weight while still remaining airborne, and is not ideal for body transportation or disposal. Do you have any other queries, Commander? Vitality augmentation, logistics evaluation, reconnaissance, and information extraction unit.
You've been in operation for a long time. Give me highlights,
This
yeah.
unit was first deployed on a mission to Redacted.
Oh,
more than
really?
10
To
years ago,
Redacted?
and was primarily credited
Oh,
for
that
that
place.
operation success. Other highlights include the triumph at Redacted, the rescue of Redacted, and the first successful execution of the Stanfield maneuver in zero gravity.
Yeah, declassify your history.
Detecting a tone of frustration. Initiating placation. My apologies, Commander, but it seems you lack the authorization to proceed with that action at this time. Do you have any other queries, Commander?
Is it me, or has my ankle been squeaking? You can hear it too, right? Must be the damn rotator again. Anyway, need something, Commander?
I'm just getting to know. Field twinkling. I'd like to take advantage of your engineering skills.
Always happy to tool around for a bit.
What did you have in mind?
Okay.
No offense to Val, but it's real
So it's a
nice having
portable
someone watching my back who ain't
workbench.
in constant need of recalibration. Anyway, need something, Commander?
It was less.
But that
merger
would have gave
and
us
more
one of our
hostile
objectives.
takeover. I don't have all the details, but it sounds like Spacer's choice
tried to outmaneuver Auntie-Cleo through quasi-legal means and got a hell of a lot more than they bargained for. And now her new brand's been turned into an invasion force bent on conquering the entire system. Funny how life works out. Oh yeah? What's needling you?
We never really got a chance to get to know each other.
Fair point. Guess Horizon Point
Here was
didn't
his first
exactly
mission
foster a
that he ended up
lasting
injured in.
fellowship, did it?
I was being serious. I want to know who's watching my back.
All jesting aside, what's there to tell? Spent the first year getting back up on my feet, literally. Been mostly laying low since then, maintaining my cover. Before the invasion, at least, the Earth Directorate still needed someone to watch the colony, and I had 2 working lamps.
So it's been you and Valerie?
Not always. Went a couple of stretches there on low power to avoid detection from Protectorate patrols. I usually shut her down for a few cycles then. The way you're gawping at me right now makes me think I answered that question wrong.
You were alone a long time, Niles. I just want to make sure you're okay.
I appreciate the concern. Won't lie, had some hard years. Got caught up in a few lost causes, the particulars of which I'd rather not go into now, if it's all the same.
Did anything good happen since?
I found you. Oh,
That it?
Val's been stalling less since I patched her acclimator. Ship doesn't smell anymore. That's about it.
Wait, what did the ship smell like?
Bratwurst.
Any more
I
details?
was trying to teach myself some new skills in the galley. Val got it into her hardware. I needed a hobby. I figured Spratwurst ain't an easy meal to mess up.
And what did you discover?
Well, I learned about 20 ways how not to fix a worst. Like most colonies, good people being ground down from above. A lot of fancy talk from suits about streamlining and quarterly earnings while them on the line barely scrape by. Triangulum's known for churning out freighters, and shipbuilding ain't exactly known for being clean, safe work neither. Especially when corners get cut. Can't remember a time I didn't end the day all banged up, filthy, and smelling like I just crawled out of an exhaust port.
Yeah, it's like me every day.
You never forget your first time manually flushing a propulsion tank, do you? Funny thing was, I wasn't even an engineer back then. But I wanted to learn, so I paid attention. Too good of attention, as it turned out.
Plot thickens.
I was working late one evening and overheard something.
You're getting to know our crew.
Some big
was
wigs
vital, I
exchanging
think.
inside information that would have cost the corporation a pretty bit. A day later, I was being accused of corporate espionage. Didn't want to bring any heat down on anyone else, so I went on the run before the first jackboot showed up at my door.
How did you go from fugitive to director agent?
I was on the run for, I don't even know how long. The days sort of bled into one another. I started losing hope of things ever changing for the better. Then, the Earth Directorate showed up. They liberated Triangulum, pulling me and the rest of the colony out from under the corporate boot. Joining up after that just made sense.
Did you ever regret
I
becoming
can
an
ask
agent?
you the same thing.
Didn't have much of a choice. If I had, I'm not sure I'd be here.
Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I'd gone back to my old life instead of becoming an agent. Stayed on Triangulum, become an engineer or something near to it. I knew joining up with the Earth Directorate wasn't going to be a life of low turbulence, but at least it'd have dignity and purpose to it.
You still believe that?
Much dignity in having your limbs blown off. Sorry, that was blunt.
You don't have to
I
apologize.
just get tired of talking around it, you know? But back to your initial question, do I regret becoming an agent? Yeah, some days. But then there's days like the one when I found you, and, well, not much to regret there. Only thing I know for sure is my opinion today is colored by more than just the rosy tint of a low-run kid looking up at the stars. Life's not fair, but it keeps on.
Yeah.
You buttering
We'll
me
try
up for
bigging
a
them
favor?
up, you know.
I'll tell you right now, I'm not taking extra shifts cleaning the head.
I was being serious.
Well then, thanks. Just hope that good opinion of me holds.
About his
My
family.
folks shuffled off the motor coil when I was
Get a bit
little.
of backstory, you know?
Assembly line accident. Got passed between some distant relations for a few years. They tried their best. Weren't cruel or nothing, but life on Triangulum was tough. And they had their own families to worry about, you know? I didn't like feeling like I was adding to their burden, so I struck out on my own just as soon as I could. And well, you know how that turned out.
You ever miss them?
Yeah. Thoughts crossed my mind over the years.
That may
Especially when it
like
was
do
just
like
me
a
and them.
companion quest to go find his family or something, you know?
I wish I spent more time with her when I had the chance. No point missing something you're never getting back, though.
Won't be stuck on Arcadia forever. Maybe you can go visit them one day.
That's either hope or foolishness, Commander, and I can't tell which. Even if we survive the rift, 10 years is a long time to be gone. No word. They probably figure I'm dead. Void it all. Now you got me thinking about it. How about this? We ever make it out of this system, I'll take you back to Triangulum, make the introductions myself. Deal?
Deal.
Oh yeah. They're gonna get a real charge out of you.
Tell me about how you met the priest.
She was one of the forward agents who went ahead to assess just how bad Triangulum had gotten. We met while I was in hiding, and I helped her learn the lay of the land, as it were. She was no nonsense. I thought her one of the smartest people I'd ever met. And while she could also be cutting, I felt like I only caught her edge when I deserved it. I liked her. And for some reason, she seemed to take a shine to me. But she wasn't around long. By the time I officially joined up, she'd already moved on to the next mission.
And when you saw her next, she blew you up. So,
Sure was. Kept hoping I might run into her during training. But now I know she was busy turning her coat here in Arcadia.
something else I want to talk about.
I've got time.
Hey, no, nothing. Okie. Oh, no, that's not that way. There's the door.
This paradigm thing you people are always going
Okay, we
on.
still have other buildings around here to check.
Ectoplasm. Wait. Nope. Stereo X-ray.
Okay. Obviously, something to use with that. Recipes. Let's sell our junk. I'm assuming we need recipes.
Heavens, Auntie, you scared the living daylights out of me. Shouldn't sneak up on a man like that. Good way to earn a bullet betwixt the eyes.
I wasn't sneaking. Were you just situationally unaware?
Could be a little of both, I'll grant you. I've been so wrapped up in my business, I'd barely notice a ship dropping out of the sky if it didn't land on me. Guess I should apologize for all that hullabaloo before. Just mistook you for another unfleshly manifestation. Look, I know how it sounds, like I'm a few crabbles short of a herd, but just hear me out. It all started the other night. Saw a personage leaving the greenhouse, late. Figured it for Emily, but when I asked her about it, she didn't know what I was talking about. Happened again the next night. Gave chase that time, but lost him hereabouts. I turned a corner and they'd up and vanished.
They'd be hiding in one of these houses.
I've knocked on doors, peeped a few windows, respectfully, mind you. And I ain't spied anything more exciting than a chair. But then, a being of pure information probably wouldn't linger on this plane any longer than necessary. Too tiresome, be my guess. Well, maybe. I still don't know all the particulars, yet. But it's one theory.
I'll look around and see if I can turn up anything.
I certainly won't say no to having a fresh set of lamps on the scene. Just be careful. Hate to see you disappeared like that foodstuffs.
That door's jammed. What's this? Right, that's just a random person's house. People messaging to Freeze.
Freeze sure has some chic putting the Earth Directorate symbol on her wall after everything she's done.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie. I feel like we spoke to everyone now. Or proctorate target friendly or non-proctorate thingy. So I think we have to change that, right?
Look at them go. Kara's gonna be pleased having them added to the arsenal. The drones launched and no one dead. I'd say this calls for a celebratory smoke.
Sure, enjoy the fruits of my hard labor.
Say, maybe we don't mention your part in all this to Kara, huh? Truth be told, she's taken issue with me as of late. I could really do with not looking the fool again.
I'm in a good mood, why not?
Oh,
Yeah.
real pal. You will definitely be getting a high score from me during the biannual peer review. And before you go, take these. Reckon they'll come in handy to someone of your expertise.
Wasn't there something that you said we could have? And they're outside. Okie dokie. I think we work on the ones inside first. What we got here? Well, we need a poppy search to Freeze house, so we might do that. Oh, that's the main mission. Okay, we'll do... do that one first. Yeah. Okay, the code to unlock the controls and all that. We need to get on the roof. So I'm thinking, yes. It's not here. Looking for the way in from up here. Is it this one? Maybe the one over. Yeah, here we go. That looks like we got everything.
Whoa! How in the blazes did you get in there? Huh. Guns after all. Most of these irons look pretty old-fashioned, too. A bit lackluster, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's real sad how our trainees will have the armaments to defend us now. I swear, Kemp, sometimes I wonder about you.
There you go, look at the no. Yeah, clear as well.
And of course, we have you to thank. That sure was an impressive display of ingenuity and forward thinking.
I just saved you two a lot of time. Surely that's worth more than a pat on the back.
What do you think, Murph? Guess we could make this some kind of tax write-off.
If anyone asks, you're a professional we hired through the proper channels. Definitely not some nobody drifted in from the aether. Understood? Good.
Nice. I think I might. Do I have one of the things that I might do? That's over there. Okay. We'll go in, up. Yeah, we'll get that one done there.
Too much space.
These rifts got me awful. Choice per turn. Ain't reality hard enough without some nerve-wracking phenomenon?
Okie dokie.
Protectorate folks must have been bored out of their skulls before. Just need to keep reminding myself, these camp drones are an anti-asset now.
If you're not a go-getter, then go away.
Okay, no one saw me do that.
Gonna need a big store room for all these orders.
Dude. Okie dokie.
Let me guess. Gun keeps jamming, armor don't quite fit snug as you like. State your division and I'll get you outfitted. Quick and proper, or your next provision's free.
I could use some new accoutrement.
If you're not with a specific division, I'm supposed to take down a name before offering my wares. I'll just make it up for expediency's sake. All bits spend the same to me. As Chief Replenishment Officer, it's my privileged duty to furnish our brave troops with all of their wartime essentials. You could say I put the ration in liberation. Tell me what you need, and I'll do my ample best to supply you.
Have a private matter to discuss with you. Here's over my the dropships.
Good eye. Oh, I'd say they're better than nice. Got more armor than a hammerclaw, but better flight handling than the old clunkers we used to stock. If things had turned out differently, it might be someone else standing here. Well, I'd be off piloting one of those beauties.
What's stopping you from pursuing that dream?
Don't have the aptitude for flight, apparently. But this role suits me fine. I like the upward mobility, in the metaphorical business sense, I mean.
Let's lie. Could be wrong, but I thought I saw a crack in one dropship prime assembly earlier. Yeah.
What? She'll start bleeding fuel during ascent, if not worse. I'd best go and take a quick gander, just in case. Thanks for the tip.
I'm assuming that makes her leave. Now I can go in here and fiddle on a computer. Oh, I need a terminal key card, dude.
She looks alright. Mechanics must have already gotten to the issue. Wonder if that's why Artley was here the And over there, you see, the fuselage has been modified to endure the pressure of repeated entries, which is... oh, but listen to me blathering on. Tell me what you need, and I'll do my ample best to supply you. I'm
Actually,
sure
see
you'll
what she
find
sells.
something to your liking.
Okay. So these are plans. Quite expensive. That, and that. Okie dokie.
Business is always good when a war's on. What do you need this time? Now there's an odd request. If you've got queries about my stock, I'm sure I can answer them for you. Wait one rat-gone moment. Did Miss Galloway put you up to this?
No. Why do you ask?
She asked me for terminal access not even a fortnight ago. I'd call it coincidence if it didn't feel so much like conspiracy. I can't for the life of me induce a reason as to why a greenhouse manager would be interested in military inventory. What kind of plants are we growing in there?
Terrible man-eating ones that'll put fear of foliage into every farmer. Yeah.
All the while, I thought they were growing healthy little comestibles. They were planting the seeds for psychological warfare. Literally. Shows what I know. All right. Ms. Galloway can have access, but only because I believe in not biting the hand that feeds. Or, in this case, grows. Keycard to access the terminals on the boxes right outside my stores there. Feel free to nab it.
Okie dokie. Current inventory that. 0 cases. Okie dokie.
Not everyone's cut out for life in an anti-ink camp.
I'm assuming I can... Yeah, so I'll go back to her. Nice.
It's intense, but only 3 to attend.
Ah, that's what you said I could take. Nice. Okay. Remember him... Ooh, I don't think we've been in here.
Welcome, welcome.
Oh, we have.
See anything you like?
I have to like go to my ship and see if I can find a way of storing stuff.
Hello again. You get that inventory issue sorted? How grand. That officially mops up the last of the mess from the buffoons that came before me. And, as promised, my good fortune is also your good fortune.
Nice.
And while this might be a tad fewer bits than you were hoping for, remember, you've also made allies that you'll find all across Arcadia. Just keep watching for paintings of a stylish yellow rose with a split black circle near the middle.
Okay.
Like
Black
the one
rose
you
with yellow
passed on your
circle.
way
I'll
in.
remember that.
Find that rose, and you find Sub Rosa.
Okie dokie. Let's travel to our ship. I want to see if there's... Actually, we'll see if we can speak to Valerie about... Where is Valerie? We've got 2, we need more. Okay. Valerie! Oh, there you are.
Initializing socialization. How may this unit assist you, Commander?
Do you know where the keycard is? Yes.
Approximately 1 month ago, Agent Ibarra asked that this unit store the keycard in an undisclosed location to assist him in drying out. Offers of applying moisturizer were declined.
And I was worried about... Never mind.
The keycard is located behind the skip drive in the engine room. Please do not inform Agent Ibarra of its location as per his request.
As you were. Okay. Skip drive up here. Nope. Okie dokie. Oh, here it is. Nice. Maybe we ran a long way around to get there. Okay. Now there was something back here when we searched around before. Let's see what this does. Oh, it opens that. Okay. With lockers. I wonder if we store stuff in the lockers, if they'll stay there. We would do that in case stuff despawns. Ooh. Nice. It's got a mod on, so we'll have that on. Increase in power. Ooh, so every level that goes up. Do you know what? We'll have it on. I'm going to put stuff in the locker, and then we'll see later on if they stay there. I'm going to put in the blue ones. understand why it wouldn't let me put that other one on, because we haven't got it on. Oh. For some reason it's showing it. Now that's showing blue. Okay. So it'd be good to find out if those stuff stay there or not. We'll do these stuff from outside. While we're searching there, we want to go down here where those people were killed on the street.
At the risk of sounding glib, that ain't the sign.
Correction. The sign seems to be functioning nominally.
I'll say the same for the trooper.
Because the woman mentioned about a card, so we can find that and give it to her. Maybe we get something, you know? Right, so to get there, I think we have to go round and down. Stealth grass. Oh, so we can hide in grass. Okie dokie. That's new. That's disabled. Okay, so we can't get to there yet. You know what? We will head in and do that bit. There's the bits in the town that we can, then we'll try doing the bits outside of town.
I must ask you to hold still.
We need a scrap of paper for that. Aha. Looks like an administration code has been written onto it. Nice. enter the cellar. I'm gonna assume it's on the outside, maybe? From here. Okie dokie, I'll be back in a sec. Okie dokie. So let's see what's down here.
I suppose it was only a matter of time until we were discovered. Though what an odd thing to die for. Apples.
Apples? What are you talking about?
Is that not why you've come? Because you discovered our recent larceny at the greenhouse?
Mmm. Speech attack. And I certainly killed people for lesser. Why would you ransack the greenhouse?
The greenhouse's stolen bounty offered a healthy
I
alternative
didn't know the other
to
people.
gorging ourselves on that vending machine poison. Alas, I
Because
was
it says on
spotted
the,
on one or two forays.
Your hands are shaken, and you stink of old Fortuna. You're starving, aren't you?
I am merely quivering with rage over this insulting interrogation, and that scent you so subtly pointed out is the aroma of noble effort. Foreign to you, I'm sure.
Thought I saw you disappear in here. Oh. Seems I've stumbled into quite the shindig. You lot been hiding out in here all this time? Touch cramped, ain't it?
You really be worried about the enemy's comfort right now? You should wait upstairs, trooper. I'm handling this.
Please, stay. It would please me to end the lives of 2 invaders as opposed to 1.
Not very copacetic, are you folks?
If this exchange is not to your liking, I can accommodate you with a bullet instead.
Let's stop pretending. Your squad's starving, low on ammo, and you're in no shape to fight.
And if I deny your assessment?
Let me fight, you'll die. Your troops will die. Warren will die. Might die. What you want? Yeah, that one.
Come again?
Ordinarily, I would feel confident about having the superior number. But as you pointed out, our condition is rather deleterious at the moment. Very well. With so many invaders yet to slay, I would be remiss to relinquish our lives in such an unworthy duel. We surrender. For now.
That was some slick talking. Can't believe you got them to surrender without firing a shot. I thought for sure we'd have to blast our way out of here. Guess I had this mystery all wrong. Small part of me was hoping... Nah, never mind. It's downright foolish.
I won't judge. Tell me.
I lost a friend in the invasion.
I was hoping they were still alive.
Thought maybe all this was her trying to send me a message of some kind. Like I said, foolish.
Sounds like she was really special to you.
She was. Yeah. Well, that feels good to say aloud, even if it hurts too. Romantic entanglements ain't exactly encouraged between troopers, especially in the same division. Supposedly compromises our decision-making in the field. But I digress. Thanks for your help, and for listening to my languishments. Glad someone else might remember her now, too.
Doesn't say stealing. I'm taking the apples. And that. And this. These are all mine, Rowan.
Why do you linger? Do you enjoy watching us so abased?
I'm practically a detective now. Wonder what other...
Ooh, okay. Well, my engineering up. And speech. perks do we have? These are serial. Ah, we need a psychopath. But it's like and bonus damage against any faction. Negative. No, because of the other thing we've got, we can't get negative in anything. Always drop some additional crap. Ooh, that sounds good. Pickpocketing. Pickpocketing can be activated. Searching through containers can occasionally reward you with bonus bits. Ooh. Lower bribe cost. Buy-in prices for stolen items. Ooh. Gives us crit chance against strong enemies. I'm liking that. Question is there any... Do you like that? Oh no, treasure hunter. Nice.
What other mysteries around here need solving?
Okay, I think we can search our home and everything while we're here. We're not getting this. Engineering, nice. Don't really want to steal. Okie dokie. Into a house. Have I been in that building? I think I've been in that building. Ooh. Right there. That's my torch. Submerged tracker. Ah, so you remove the tracker and put it in there.
My cover story has worked. I am safely ensconced at the Vox station, assigned to the lowly Information Input and Retrieval Department. Seems a colony so certain of its absolute control over its subjects can be less than rigorous when it comes to security. I was able to easily widen out a space behind the walls of the main control room to establish my safe room, giving me unfettered access to the communication transfer conduits. I have hacked into their system downstream from the security protocols, so I am able to infiltrate their entire system with them being none the wiser. While I have little doubt as to the success of our mission, trepidation still gnaws at me. Though I cannot say why. Perhaps it is simply the normal mission commencement jitters. I thought my duties complete. Information gathered, reports filed, preparations made. I'd even created a fictitious identity and work transfer to Horizon Point Station well ahead of schedule, in order to keep anyone from tracking my movements upon commencing the mission. All that was left was the waiting. Or so I thought. Then, troubling information came to light. I've seen the numbers. I've seen the equations. While I don't understand all of it, I understand enough to know it is the truth. and I am the only one in a position to act upon it. Though it means the betrayal of my team and the duty I swore to uphold. But can I?
So is this the stuff leading up to when she betrayed us?
I did it. They are all dead. And I am still alive. I had not expected this. I had prepared no alibi, and so felt assured my ruse would be discovered and I'd not have to carry this burden. But the complete gullibility of the Protectorate subjects cannot be underestimated, it seems.
No. So she did it again to
My
other
threadbare
people, it looks
excuse of
like.
my grievous wounds as pitchball injuries was accepted without question. I can only keep telling myself it had to be done. Something which becomes harder by the day as the rift anomaly grows in the sky. But it was all part of the plan. Wasn't it?
I can't believe this. Void me if I understand any of this. DeVries sold us out for what? Because of a few equations? Some dots and lines on a graph? Good fucking law. I mean, she wasn't a damn scientician. She said it herself. She didn't understand all of it, the math. So what was she thinking?
I understand you're upset. Let's keep our heads here.
No. No.
Hey, don't tell me no, I'm your commanding
You
officer.
didn't know her. Not like I did. Like I thought I did. Damn it! I never wanted to talk about this. I wanted to just leave it alone. Told myself, no point in judging up the past. Should have known he wouldn't rest. DeVries may have saved me on Triangulum, but I wasn't the only one looked up to her. Lots of the other recruits talked about her too, back at the academy.
What are people saying about her?
They all thought she was the pinnacle of what an agent should be. Tough, smart, ain't a job she couldn't get done. And better and faster than everyone else. Inspired all of us.
Must have been after my time. I don't remember hearing her name before Horizon Point.
Reckon so. Some might embarrassing how much worship we all put on her name. You put a tool in my hand, I would have built monuments to her. Figure my own career could be just that.
He needs to calm
Doing
down.
for
That's a
others what
bit.
she done for me.
That's a bit creepy.
Never imagine I actually get to work.
He doesn't even properly know her, you know. I know he saved her life. She saved his life.
Tried telling myself it was an accident, but now we've got.
We
the
don't
cold,
actually know
hard
someone, you
proof
know.
It wasn't. Law only knows why she trusted the Order's numbers. Ain't cynical if it turns out true. DeVries was willing to sacrifice us. I have to know what for. I mean, she always struck me as
But always
so
choose the option where
real sensible like. Never figured
we have
she'd
our
go
trace
all in on
background things
predictions
in,
from a
you
bunch
know.
of monks.
Or at least if it seems like what our guy would do. Doesn't sound like you got a very high opinion of the Order.
Used to think they were good people trying to do right by their beliefs. But if they put the idea in DeVries' head to leave us for dead, might be time I reassess that opinion. I don't take issue with folks clinging to whatever keeps them afloat. Math, science, the grand architect, void, even capital. I know how most colonies run. But when those beliefs start to require hurting others, even killing them, that's worth questioning their virtue.
And what kept you going all these years? Hope of revenge? Our hands aren't clean either, Niles. We've killed people too. Couldn't agree more. No, what kept going? Revenge?
Didn't even know DeVries was alive until she brought the satellite down. Until then, what kept me going was mostly training and stubbornness. And Val. But to your point, holding someone who's wronged you accountable for their actions ain't an act of vengeance. Some might call it justice.
Some might. People justify bad behavior in all sorts of ways, 100%.
You forget we're on the same side here, Commander? I'm not the only one DeVries wronged. She robbed you of 10 years of your life. Don't you want
Yes.
recompense for
However, we're 10 years younger than everyone else that we knew at the same time now, aren't we? Of course I do, but killing her won't give me those years back.
that? No. But it might keep her from stealing more years from someone else. Or doing worse still. Whatever her plans, she started putting them in place while stationed undercover at the Vox Relay. Our next point of order ought to be getting in there. Reckon there's got to be someone on the island who can help us with that. Let's keep asking around. Friendly like.
Okay, we've got that building there to check. That's the Fox relay. That confronts Savannah. Who's that for? Down there. We might do that one next. Try to do all the optional stuff and tasks first. What we can before we have to go into the relay. Let me feel like there was a big building and I said, oh, we haven't been in there. This one. Copernicus. Okay. I'm just going to look at your computer. I'll look at your private notes.
Pulverizing them suffice? No, I couldn't liquefy them. Apply heat and congeal them into kibble no beast could resist. Oh, Ethel, darling, you're a genius. Approach with less haste next time, won't you?
I was literally in front of you when I started the conversation.
But he still doesn't take kindly to being startled.
Why don't we start with introductions?
I am Ethel Tinsley, chimeric scientist. I'm responsible for taming this delightful raptidon here. He will protect our fair town from his
She's training wild animals to protect people. Got ya.
Theoretically. Officer Carr has been in a state waiting for me to train the raptidons to, maul on command. It's rather pressing, and alas, one scientist-turned-tamer can only do so much. One might say I'm perhaps a bit on edge. Folk here have grown weary, shall we say, with the war effort, and with avoiding Carr and the minister's would-be fisticuffs.
I'm acquainted with those two's antics.
If you two have spotted the chasm between them, I fear the Protectorate have already pinpointed the way with which to exploit it. I'm unused to the way things are done here, I suppose. The Protectorate leadership never behaved in such a manner.
Why can't they see eye to eye? What's this bit? That there. If we had info, we could have said something.
The fact is that those two never got along particularly well, even under the best of circumstances. One wishes to woo Protectorate subjects to our ranks. The other wishes to secure a decisive victory with weaponry and technology. As for which approach is best, I wish I knew.
Miller's in high spirits now that I've agreed with them.
I see.
Yeah, because I wasn't paying attention when I did a reply, and we agreed with him over the woman.
I've grown fond of the minister, but I cannot help but wonder if he fully understands how proud the Protectorate are. It takes great courage or desperation to acknowledge the wrongs of one's society, and even more to leave it entirely. He may find that courage to be rarer than he thinks, or perhaps he will manage to prove me wrong with his powers of persuasion yet again. Oh, I would welcome it in this case.
Let's talk about something else.
Very well. I ought to focus more on my work than on social tensions anyhow.
Tell me more about taming raptidons. Can we tame one? Can we have a pet?
To ensure they're outfitted with the best raptidon counterparts Paradise Island can provide. In theory, they'll be trusted to guard our most precious assets, including our leadership. For now, they deter encroachment from wild raptidons. It's most agreeable.
Now, does it require you to give the raps goofy names?
Oh dear. I rather hoped that Copernicus rolled off the tongue a sight better than designation C0P3R.
You can call that copper.
I suppose I'll ensure he responds to both in any case.
Where are we going now? I think I upset her. Okay, not going to steal from it. Okie dokie. We're heading to that way. That's over there. Let's go. Let's see if we can go to that one. That looks like it's there. Okay, do this.
Might I have a word, Commander?
No, she's all the way over there. Wait, who's this person? Do you know what? Yeah, I'll speak to you now, and I'm going to speak to this person because they have a name.
I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn. Avoid it. I'm just going to ask. Got an old friend here on the island. The doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point. Ex-protectorate, but good man. Tracked on the Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit. Brief one, of course.
But a good idea. I'm 10 years overdue for my annual physical. I am. Let's hope he has the glove ready.
Could you try doing the same? I had some bad years on my own. Now with you here being part of a team, this might sound a mite soppy, but I feel like I could be a proper agent again. That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. And I've been chewing on that live wire for a while. Too long, maybe.
I'm going to need to hold an electrical standard and safety course.
Much as I might love to jaw about that special interest of mine, this business with Zeb's got to come first.
What happened between you two?
After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks in difficult spots. Fighting protectorate tyranny in small ways. Too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and after, well, all my directorate talk fired him up even more. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, he kept pushing to take more extreme action. Resistance is a mite strong. Wasn't like he was part of some greater movement. He avoided speaking out of line, but he was already spinning up discontent by the time we met.
So what happened?
We worked hard, but the Protectorate's arbiters and sentinels worked harder. Often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did. Arcadia was still caught under the Protectorate's boot.
If I were there, things would have gone down differently.
Well, you weren't. Anyway.
Of course, because you gave up searching for us, Niles.
I couldn't find the rhythm we had before.
Where was that option to come back in?
Arguing every day. Eventually, cutting ties just seemed for the best. Clean like. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for his trouble. That's the last I heard of him. Till recent.
Now let's go see your friend.
Much appreciated, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of pulling skeletons out of my closet. Westport's on the east side of the island. I tracked Zeb to somewhere on its outskirts, but never got up the nerve to visit before now. We ought to start there.
Will do.
Keep them coming. I can do this all day.
Dude. I thought you were shooting at me.
That's the third drone in as many days. Where are the void damn things coming from?
Are you alright? Could have been killed.
Not likely. I've been keeping my lamps open for these things ever since they started attacking. But thanks for the concern all the same. Of course, we could have staunched the flow of drones by now if Officer Carr dispatched another patrol, as I requested. But no such luck.
Alright, Trooper Erickson told me what happened to him.
That was a nasty one. Drone downed him on the reload. I do hope he's on the mend now. Erickson's a fine fellow, if a rather poor shot.
He'll live, which is more than he could say if you hadn't saved his skin.
He told you about that? That blasted, well-meaning gas bag. Now I gotta ask him to strike my involvement from his report to Officer Carr. You see, I, wasn't exactly authorized to be shoring up other patrols on the perimeter. In fact, I
You went and saved him when it wasn't an order.
Not to leave this spot.
The secret... is safe with me.
Thanks. Well, at least some people in this unit still understand the concept of discretion and taking initiative. Trouble is, it's only a matter of time before these Protectorate drones break through and do some real damage to Fairfield. If you're keen on lending a hand, bounty terminal's just left of the constabulary. Carr doesn't trust me with that kind of work anymore. Not after my last performance review. So I guess we're trusting in degenerate bounty hunters now.
And that's me. I'm the degenerate. Don't worry, I haven't. What's this? Give performance review. I found this in a mobile command center.
Merciful law, is this? Tell me you did not steal my performance review, soldier. We could be court-martialed for even looking. No, I am not gonna look. I'll wait for the reviews to be distributed along the proper channels, and... Oh, hell. This is worse than the last one. Promotion denied? No, this has to be a mistake. How can Officer Carr claim I don't understand supply and demand regarding shifting market urgency? That's unfair.
You lowered injury and death incidents by 15%. It has to count for something.
And that lowered our burial fees. Carr clearly doesn't understand my value, but you do. Well, the next review period's right around the corner. Suppose it's never too late to tidy up my reputation. Take this for your trouble. While I learn my lesson, you might as well profit off my shortcomings.
How are things?
Between the constant assault of drones and my official reprimands, I can't get a moment's peace of mind. Real shame about my performance review. I thought I was doing better. Not according to Carr, at least.
Maybe it's not her. Maybe it's just that other person in charge doesn't like her, you know? Oh, I had that one. Oh, no. Where's gadgets? How do I change my gadgets? Wasn't bad. Doing okay. You think it's left or right? Right. There you go.
Engaging combat protocols.
Even though I think that might end up better.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
What's that mission in here? Confront Savannah at the Order Thingy Chapel. Okay. It looks like they've been attacked by Raptidons, to be fair. It looks fine. Go through, pick up everything from the dead, you know? Crash is going to here. Doors barred shut, eh? Well, okay, going in places, steal. I mean, they're dead, so they don't need it. Buying anything that says recipe when I go to these vendors. I should check every vending machine. Ooh. And if it says recipe,
I'll take fighting raps over living in a surveillance state any day.
yeah, they're getting attacked from there.
Enthusiastically neutralizing
Yeah, I prefer to repeating. Hey, I think we've got all these stuff and things. Okie dokie. Have a. Nice. I have to base out. There you go. Oh, see? That makes us look better, doesn't it, guys? No, something doesn't sound healthy.
Ain't as tough as you thought. Hey you! Get over here before you get yourself killed.
Well, one sec, I'm trying to loot stuff, you know? Wants me in there? Okie dokie. Okie dokie.
No, you ain't got what I need. And you can't come stumbling around here looking like prey. These raps ain't had a bite to eat since their pods dropped from the look of it. And a desperate rapt is a dangerous rapt.
You look a little disappointed.
That obvious, huh? Yeah, I was hoping there'd be something worth harvesting. Something worth the trouble of killing the poor creature. But hope is the father of disappointment.
Mystery sent me. I'm here to find a report and send a trooper Sayang back to town.
Yeah? Well, I'm Trooper Silong. Inez, former combat medic, Enhanced Soldier Division. Now just a menial troubleshooter who looks to have gotten her job swept out from under her. They're always counting me out. Every single one of them. And now, they ain't even letting me finish the jobs they send me on. Kinda making it hard to prove myself here. And this rep didn't even have anything that could help my graft. This whole thing's a wash. Sick of it.
I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to steal his job. Then he offered and I accepted.
I know, I ain't blaming you. It's part of climbing the ladder. Ain't but one rung at the bottom, and everyone's keen to get a foothold. Can't exactly afford to be picky about the jobs that come my way neither. Considering my condition, options are limited.
And by condition you mean being a gifted soldier. Didn't think I've seen many of you around.
If you had, you'd know. Unless you're accustomed to seeing folk roaming around with exposed muscle fibers or stunted extra limbs on their backs.
Wait, what? An extra limb on her back? What's the third arm do?
Other than punch a hole in my armor, cause Huel at the saloon to yell in consternation? Not much. At present. I'm considered a liability. My graph's all wrong. Most everyone else who got one passed or became permanently incapacitated. So they shuttered the program. It was a total failure. Everyone in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon too. But I'm still mostly upright. For now.
Now you're looking for a chance to prove them wrong. That about right?
I just know I can do more for Auntie and for the war. It's just this damn contract. Unless I can amend it so I might fix my graft, proving myself ain't happening anytime soon. Weren't many of us grafted soldiers to begin with. To think I'm one of the lucky ones. No. Enhanced Soldier Division was the fancy public-facing name for the grafting program. And when I say it was shuttered, I mean completely fucking demolished. Bet they'd erase it from the financial records if they could. It was that much of an embarrassment. In the wake of such a failure, it's left us grafted
I think it'd be cool having
no
an
support.
arm on the back, you
I've
know?
been able to treat my own ailments thanks to Doc Tinsley in Fairfield.
It'd be amazing at tennis.
She worked for the program for a time. She's a good one.
Have you asked her for help?
She's bound by contract to work on whatever task Fairfield's illustrious leader set her to. Nothing else. But she also ain't quite got the hang of the employment thing.
You should be looking after your
You looked
health.
at the fine print of an employment contract lately? It says any action taken by a worker that could result in impeded work must be approved by the contract holder. Not only would trying to fix my graft impede my work, but it's also financially unviable, unproven, a risky investment. So I'm stuck with a limb that's slowly poisoning me. Could pursue fixing it myself were I out of my contract, but if I attempted to end it, I'd have to waive all employment rights for the next year. That's a non-starter.
If your contract holder suddenly died, hypothetically, would that get you out of it?
Law, no. The contract would just pass down the line of succession. It's a very long line. And anyway, I ain't a killer.
Yes, but we
No
are.
matter
I mean,
how much I fantasize about shutting him up when he goes on and on about how he's the father of capitalism reincarnated. Or lamenting that his mock apple martini ain't blended quite right. Ugh, never quite got the hang of those.
if a contract is stopping you, then go independent. How bad could it be?
Let me put it this way. If I was already on the bottom rung, this knocks me clean off and buries me in sand. But I started from nothing before. I could do it again. Maybe.
I've been in this position before.
Ain't easy moving between companies, and I wasn't always with Auntie's choice. But that's a story for another time.
Yeah, maybe see you
I have
around.
a feeling you will. Anyhow, think I'll return to Fairfield to have a little chat with Milver Street. Good luck in there. Mind the wraps.
Just me, or did Inez remind you of Helen? Shame she's with Auntie's choice.
Engaging hostile weapons.
Hey, got a distraction for you. I'm the one you need to worry about.
Okie dokie. It's up, so. Ooh. Wrong button. Oh, do the wrong thing. I'm great at pressing stuff, guys.
Emergency protocols ready.
Okie dokie.
Entering a confidential state.
Captain Luke, give the signal. Dumbass, you lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter.
Nice. Okie dokie.
Confronting threat.
Okie dokie. Everything's going okay.
Great. Pressure on the walls. How are you still?
Okay, must be down here. Okie dokie.
This highly classified information would be of interest to Minister Milver Street.
that's back there. I think we search this side of the room. Okie dokie. That's to meet up back at the town. Oh, so we're actually doing that one, not the one I was actually thinking I was doing. Okie dokie. Teleport back, and once we're in town. Like that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is where tonight's Outer Worlds 2 stream shall end. Started to get a bit more of the side missions done. We'll crack on with more of them tomorrow. So make sure to tune in after our Final Fantasy Light and Return stream for more Outer Worlds 2. I say thanks everyone who came along and kept me company over the both Twitch and YouTube chats, because the content we create on this channel is only made possible thanks to you watching along at home, so very much appreciate. Thank you for your time. Well, hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye, and stay safe.